there, and a very warm welcome to Frugal. My name's Lara and this is the Frugal Living and Budgeting channel. And cheers! Do you ever get the desire for a takeaway and it won't go away no matter what you do, and you just feel like you want to have this really special treat and you're also not wanting to blow your budget? So this happened to me. I have had this insatiable desire for pizza. I have been craving a takeaway pizza for quite a while now, and I tried to ignore the cravings and I couldn't. But I was not about to spend silly money on a takeaway pizza, and also it's very, very greasy, not very healthy, and I'm on a weight loss journey, so I really wanted to try and find a way to still have a treat with A, not breaking the bank, and B, not blowing my budget. And I was thinking, what can I do that would be a bit of fun, something a wee bit different, and still feel like I'm having a treat but not slaving over a hot stove. So I was like, what can I do? So thank you, Lidl, and I'm going to have a look through the special buys. I popped into Lidl for a wee visit and I found pizza dough, and all you do it's like that just roll pastry. You just unroll whatever pastry you want for whatever size you want the pizza to be, put whatever toppings you want on, stick it in the, well, in my case, air fryer rather than cooker, and hey presto, Bob's your uncle. So tomato puree, I think it was 59p. Also, I just meant to say as well, so this is going to satisfy that craving, but the beauty of it is I can choose whatever toppings I want. It doesn't have to cost very much at all compared to takeaway one, and probably less, or maybe not, but maybe about the same as what it would be to buy an actual pizza that you just put straight in the oven from the supermarket. But the beauty of it is I probably won't be using all this dough to make the pizza. I'm not going to be using all of this puree or all of these sun-dried tomatoes that are only about $1.49, which is much cheaper than other places. The olives were 89p. I'm not going to be using a whole jar. A giant bag of grated cheddar is, I think it was about $1.89 as well, or maybe even less. I'm not going to be using all that. So it's great because a lot of these ingredients are going to do me for other meals and other cupboard items for future food. So to me, I actually feel like it's cheaper than buying a ready-made pizza from the supermarket. So actually it is a bit more, it's maybe about £6.50. So for the price of two of those ready-made pizzas, I suppose. But these items will last longer, and it also means I can customise it and have it the way I want, and it won't have all the additives, and it's just going to be a bit of fun. So hungry. Nice to have a wee beer for a treat, far cheaper than the pub prices as well. I think it was about £2, I think it was £2.15, 1.5 for the San Miguel, which is very cheap compared to pub prices these days for a pint. So yeah, I think that is a pretty budget friendly treat. So I'm gonna get cooking. I'll show you when it's done. Well, this is very, very, very delicious. Enjoying it a lot. And the great thing is, it was a fraction of the price that it should be. Let me show you. So there's still loads of tomato puree left. Loads and loads of cheese. Most of the olives, most of the sun-dried tomatoes. So it's been really budget friendly. Oh, and also there's loads of the dough. Hang on. I reckon I've only used half of that dough, if that. So very happy with that. it comes out per pizza at less than this, but then there's the fun of actually being able to make it the way that we like. So I definitely recommend that as a delicious alternative to a takeaway pizza, an absolute fraction of the price, and it's been fun and it's been healthier, and it's definitely been healthier for the budget too. So, and let us know in the comments, what's your favourite type of takeaway treat, and what do you do to try and find a more budget-friendly alternative? I know sometimes the supermarkets do meal deals, and that can be a really great alternative. So would love to hear your other thoughts and suggestions and tips for this. Yum, that pizza was so good. So I kept saying Lidl earlier in the video, but I actually meant Aldi, and the reason was that I'd gone for a wee day trip and decided to check out some different stores to where I usually shop. Had a wee nosy around to see what the prices were like, and was very pleasantly surprised. So for an extra very short train journey from what's local for me, I went to a nearby place, and there was a Savers and an Iceland and an Aldi, all within easy reach of public transport. And it got me thinking, because when I usually go and buy shopping locally, it takes me quite a lot of time to walk to the places that I need to go. And by the time I've walked there, gone round to see everything and walked back, it's easily a couple of hours round trip. And I was thinking to myself, for a short train journey, it's not going to take much longer to go to these cheaper shops and be able to buy the same items but far cheaper than what's available for me locally in the shops local to me. So Bella has decided to join us. Bella, come and say hi. Oh, good girl. She's going to come and say hi. Here she is. She's such a sweet girl. Are you a good kitty cat? She's just been having big playtimes. Haven't you, Belle? Yeah, she's so cuddly. So the local shops, as I say, are dearer, but there's some really amazing bargain prices, and it just made me think it's good sometimes to change things up a bit and see what else is available. Aldi prices are absolutely amazing, even cheaper than Lidl for a lot of things, so I was very pleasantly surprised to discover that. Savers has the same prices as B&M for certain things, like especially hair care related things that I usually buy, and for some of the things it looked cheaper than what I would buy in either B&M or other shops for toiletries or cleaning products or household. I think the toilet rolls will probably be cheaper from there as well, or Iceland. So it was really helpful. And then Iceland itself is definitely much cheaper than Farm Foods and Lidl and Asda and places like that where I would normally shop. The frozen veggies are really good. It's like there are special offers for multi-bags, which you get in Farm Foods as well, but the prices are absolutely unbeatable. And they do the same thing as Farm Foods, where you can have a card and you put money on the card, and when it runs out you can just top it back up. You don't have to do that, but it's quite a handy thing to do sometimes. And the opening hours are excellent, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. 6 days a week, which gives a lot of flexibility. So I am seriously thinking about switching up how I do my shopping come the new year, and starting to just make a short journey to go to these cheaper stores that are all accessible, less distance to walk, carrying shopping, and more convenient. As I say, short train journey, have everything close to hand, and a short train journey back, rather than lugging trolleys and bags and rucksacks around and having a 2-hour round trip with most of it being walking and carrying of stuff. and having to actually spend more to do that. So it's the extra convenience, and I reckon it'll be quicker and it'll be cheaper. So what's not to love about that idea? So definitely going to explore that in the new year. And I'll be making some videos about shopping hauls from these cheaper shops. Also timing it to see how long it takes me. And then I can compare that to how long I used to spend going to other places where there was a lot more walking, and do a wee price comparison as well, and a food quality comparison as well. So I think that would be really fun. So watch this space and we'll look into that in the future. But I reckon it could be a great way to bring my food budget down, still buy some things from Asda with home delivery, because Bella's cat food comes from there. So for some really heavy things, it would be useful to still do that once every couple of months, perhaps, to stock up. And then otherwise, do this other idea. So it's been a really good discovery. And also during the day trip, I found some really fantastic charity shop items, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Amazing deals. So I decided to give myself special permission to buy some clothes for Christmas time, for kind of like festive lunches, any parties, any things that are a wee bit more smart or formal, where I needed some festive clothes. Because at the moment, I don't really have things that fit very well at my current size that are kind of party things and festive kind of clothes. And I thought, well, while I'm having a day out, I'll check out the charity shop and see what there is. And because it's charity shop, if there were things that were really great and they're a fraction of the price that they'd be in a retail store, then I have given myself special permission to allow myself to buy that. I'm here with the lovely Bella, who's just been having playtime, and we're going to show you what I got in the charity shop. Really, really pleased with these bargains. First of all, there's this lovely green velvet dress. It was reduced from $4.99 down. No, Bella, don't walk on them. Good girl. It was reduced from $4.99 down to only $2.99. Beautiful velvet Christmassy dress. Just not a great fit. It's too wide at the top and it's not a great fit. But what a bargain. And these, I'd really rather you don't sit on my rucksack, but you're going to anyway. And then these trousers were full price. They were supposed to be $14 and they're still brand new with the tag. Then they were only $4.99, but then reduced to $3.99, which is amazing. But I'm going to return them because they're a poor fit. So I'll get £7 back for those two. And then I'm going to show you what I'm keeping. Really chuffed with these things. First of all, we'll do the trousers. Now, I absolutely love wide-legged trousers. And these are the most gorgeous teal colour. So lovely. They're thick quality material. Really good. They'll be lovely for over the festive season. And they are brand new. Never used, brand new with tags, and the tag says that they were £27.99, which is a massive saving for me because I was only charged $7.99 for them. Now this is by far the most expensive of the items, but they're worth it. They're lovely and I'll get the use out of them, and they're a quarter of what they were supposed to cost, so I can't really complain about that at all. Now these are identical, except that they are a gorgeous purple, which happens to be, well, green and purple are my two favourite colours. But they're identical, except the colour, and they're not brand new. They were £2.49. How amazing is that? They were supposed to be $4.49, but they were reduced down to $2.49. Blooming amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now I really love this top. Really pretty. Again, beautiful material for Christmas time. with the crushed velvet. Lovely, gorgeous pink colour. From Monsoon, and Monsoon is lovely quality. And half price, £3.50 down to only £1.75, which is just excellent. Really can't complain at these prices. Wonderful. And the final thing is something a bit different, but I love it. I'm not sure when I'll be able to use it, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's this gorgeous long crushed velvet halter neck dress. It's lovely drapey heavy fabric, thick velvet. All this beautiful beadwork. It's in perfect condition. Really lovely style. It's got the low back for the halter neck. Fits well. Very happy with it. You won't believe how much this cost. So it was, and it's also vintage as well, which is yet another thing I love about it. So it was, originally they were selling it for £2.99, but for the items that weren't reduced already, so that was this and the green trousers, they did a deal which was buy one item and get another half price. So this cost me £1.50. How can you go wrong at £1.50? I absolutely love it. I don't know when on earth I'll get to use it because I don't go to many formal things. But I'm sure there'll be a party at some point or some occasion when I can wear it, which will be just fantastic. And at that price, you really can't go wrong. So there you go. That was my finds. Absolutely bargainous finds for some nice things to wear over Christmas time to feel a bit more festive and smarter, but not break the bank and have things that fit well for me at my current size. Thanks so much for watching today. It's been really fun to share these bargains and these cheaper food shopping ideas with you. Please let us know in the comments below your thoughts on ways to cut the food budget come 2025. Anything we can do to help one another cut our expenses is well worth sharing. So I feel like Aldi and Iceland in particular, and Savers for toiletries and household, are a really good budget-friendly option. And if there's a convenient way to shop in these places, it would definitely save you money in the UK. And charity shops are always a fantastic way to do clothes shopping. It seems as if there are certain charity shops in the UK that have gone up in price quite a bit, which is frustrating. And please share your thoughts with us in the comments about this. It would be good to hear your feedback. And also in other locations as well, thrift stores, for example, have prices gone up a lot? What are your thoughts on this? Would love to hear about that. From my experience, I feel like the Salvation Armies and sometimes the chest, heart and stroke places, but some of them have sadly shut down, which is a pity. Some of the Deborah shops, again, sadly, some of them have shut down, but they used to do £1 an item sometimes, which was really good. And finally, the Marie Curies. I'd say at this point in time, the Marie Curies, certain ones in the UK seem to be a discount store, and there are some really amazing bargains to be had still. And the Salvation Armies, they do single price ticket items, so there can often be clothing items for £2, £3 or £4. And they're lovely quality donations that get brought in, so you just can't go wrong. It's for a good cause, reduce what's on landfill, things can be recycled. If they don't fit and you keep the tag on, you can return, you can exchange. If it really came to it and 6 months down the line you've had a change of heart, you could always put them on eBay or Vinted to sell on. So nothing has to go to waste, and it's definitely better for our purses and wallets. So thanks again for watching and take care. Very best wishes. Have a super rest of your weekend and week ahead, and see you next time on Frugalful. Bye.